Pick up some hardware cloth and river rock to create this super unique idea. While wearing safety gloves, I'm rolling out some 1/4-inch hardware cloth, then marking a height of 22 inches with a clothespin. Now I'm measuring the length of the plate, tripling that number to 39 inches. Using wire snips, I'm cutting the hardware cloth along the two measurements, then rolling up the cut wire into a tube shape. Now I'm using zip ties to join the tube shape together permanently. I'm placing them at each end and along the center of the tube, then trimming off the excess. With the tube now standing straight up, I'm placing a cut mesh square on top of the opening. Now I'm using the wires to attach the sheet to the tube. Now I'm trimming down the sheet to the shape of the tube, then using the wire snips to bend the cut wires slightly downward for safety reasons. I'm now gathering some clean river rock from a nearby flower bed, choosing the largest rocks I can find. Turning the wire tube open side up, I'm filling it about 1/4 ways up with the rocks to create a substantial base. For a final touch, I'm positioning the plate on top to close off the tube, which leaves you with a super cool, nature-inspired side table that can display anything you wish. I love the rustic industrial vibe the river rock and wooden plate took on. However, you can also dress it up with white decorative rock teamed up with a sleek black plate on top. The best part is you get to choose your look. This unique side table is a fun way to bring the outdoors in with your decorating while displaying nature's best. And the plastic plate is also waterproof, which is perfect for serving up your favorite beverages indoors or out. You're going to want to grab a small wooden bowl from a thrift store, plus some chicken wire and 1/4-inch metal hardware cloth when you see how adorable these two garden ideas turned out. I'm rolling out some chicken wire, then stabilizing it with 2 boards, then cutting out 3 squares using wire snips. Now I'm creating a way to join 2 ends. I'm snipping off one side with some wires sticking out and the other side with the hexagon shapes closed. Next, I'm joining the 2 ends together by twisting the longer wires to the closed hexagons until I create a closed tube shape. Using both hands, I'm closing one end of the tube by squishing the wire together, then inserting a fisted hand inside to give the top a round shape. Now I'm removing my hand from inside the tube and closing the other end, shaping the wire into a snowball shape. I'm also creating 2 others slightly different sizes, so I have a total of 3. Now I'm mixing a tone of paint that resembles an allium flower, which is a mix of pink and burgundy. Using a small paintbrush, I'm painting the outside of the wire, allowing the paint to drip. To paint the inside, I'm sticking the brush through the wire, then utilizing those drips to coat the inside. Now I'm choosing a natural green paint tone to paint 3 bamboo garden stakes. Using a small drill bit, I'm drilling one small hole through the stake near one end, then twisting it to drill another so there's holes on all 4 sides. I'm cutting 2 wires about 6 inches long, then threading the wires through the holes while giving them one wrap around the stake so they stay in place. Now I'm inserting the wired end of the stake into the bottom of the flower head and attaching them together using the wires and repeating the process with the other 2 as well. Using some Dollar Tree faux grass, I'm separating the bunches, then clipping the wires at the base. I'm gauging where to attach the leaves, then drilling a hole through the stake and inserting the grass wire through the hole, then twisting it around the stake until it's firmly attached. So before the big reveal, let's make one more thing with hardware cloth and a wooden bowl. For this project, I'm using 1/4-inch metal cloth, which is important. Larger or smaller squares will not work. I'm going to cut enough wire to roll, then fit inside the rim of the wooden bowl with a tiny bit of overlap. Next, I'm going to create a safe edge by bending the wire. I'm positioning a metal ruler along the top of the wire edge with about 1/2 inch to spare. Then I'm using another ruler to bend the overedge up and on top of the other ruler. The wire is being rolled into a tube shape, then I'm joining the ends together with snipped wires. Now I'm gauging the length of the tube to about 10 inches long, then cutting off any overedge. I'm now shaping the tube into a square shape so it has 4 corners. I'm cutting each corner about 3 inches long. Now I'm going to cut triangle shapes out of each corner so each flat end side has a point. Next, I'm going to round each point so the tips resemble more of a rounded scalloped edge. Now I'm folding all the curved corners on top of each other to create a closed end, taking care that I'm leaving a curved shape. To attach the layered ends, I'm inserting a wire inside the tube, then threading it through the bottom and twisting it closed from the outside. I'm also attaching any cut edges that are sticking out with more wire, so I'm left with a flat, safe surface. Then all the wire ends are getting trimmed off. For some final shaping, I'm using a hammer to hit the bottom corners to create more of a rounded shape. Now I'm reshaping the open end back to a rounded shape so it'll fit inside the bowl. I'm now drilling a hole into the bottom of the bowl, then screwing in a hook. Drilling a pilot hole first makes adding the hook so much easier. Now I'm filling the inside of the caged area with black oil sunflower seeds that fit perfectly inside the 1/4-inch metal cloth. I'm drilling 2 holes through the sides of the bowl, ensuring they are large enough for a couple of nails with larger heads to slip through. Using wire cutters, I am creating a rounded entry into each of the 4 lower sides of the cage, then inserting 2 short wooden dowels through the holes. And you are left with an adorable acorn-shaped bird feeder that holds enough seed to last a good long while. The wooden bowl is weather durable and offers sturdiness, while the caged area offers just the right sized mesh to hold lots of seed that isn't difficult for the birds to eat from. The presence of birds is said to benefit your garden, helping keep pests at bay, and it's so enjoyable to watch their visits while I work or relax in the yard. The chicken wire flowers fit right into the yard, adding a touch of whimsy to any flower bed. They are easy to place anywhere your yard could use a little touch of color and interest.
Grab some chicken wire for these easy farmhouse fall decor ideas. First, grab some chicken wire and cut it down to size. Next, create a short, fat tube. To attach the tube, cut down some wire and twist it to secure. After that, mold your shape. Pinch in the bottom and press down to round it out. Pinch in the top to a point. Next, add some spray paint. Add some fairy lights or keep them plain. You can make these in all shapes and sizes. First, grab 4 dollar store frames and remove the glass. After that, clip off the pegs. Next, cut the chicken wire to fit the frame. After that, attach it to the frame using staples. Next, trim any excess edges that are sticking out and repeat on all 4 frames. Following that, hot glue the frames together, creating a box. Next, spray paint them any color of your choosing. I also distressed mine using sandpaper. First, cut down the chicken wire. Next, create a cone shape by twisting. Following that, trim off the top of the cone so it's a straight edge. After that, fill it with some decor. I chose to fill mine with faux pumpkins and gourds, but the possibilities are endless. First, staple some chicken wire to an old frame. Next, trim off any jagged edges. After that, measure the frame and create or purchase words that will fit inside it. To attach your saying, cut down some wire and pinch it in so it looks like a staple. Twist it around the ends of the letters. Next, add some faux flowers or other decor. First, grab some chicken wire and cut it down. Next, roll the chicken wire into a long, skinny tube and attach it using wire. After that, add some pine cones, acorns, or other fall decor. Next, wrap the tube around so it creates a circle and cut off the excess so it doesn't have any jagged edges. After that, attach the ends using wire to finish off the circle. Next, add an accent bow. I used burlap, but you could use any ribbon you want.